Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. I hope everyone is doing well winning live. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't smashed it, smash it right now. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do so. We've got the notification bell ding dong. Let's have it right so you know when we go live. And we've got our Minerals FC Ultras membership pinned at the top live chat and down below in the description. Salute to all my Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea old boy. We see things they'll never see. Salute to our no surrender mentality. And salute to our Gianluca Vialli 2-year anniversary of his passing. Let's have it right. Absolute legend. Proper Chelsea. And, well, let's have it right. Chelsea official account hasn't tweeted nothing on Gianluca Vialli, which tells you the state of the administration, tells you the state of this ownership and how they don't give a shit about hereditary. They don't give a shit about heritage. Nothing, bruv. Absolutely nothing. So let's see if they put it out on their Twitter official account, because it should be up by now. What we doing? Salute to our Stevie G as well, which he put out a class tweet out regarding Gianluca Vialli. He said, "Today's a sad day for myself, Chelsea, and world football. 2 years ago, we lost a gentleman of the sport who used to be my neighbour. Today, I was at the Royal Marsden Hospital. I left flowers and paid my respects to Gianluca Vialli and visited Garden of Remembrance." Salute to you, Stevie G. Salute to all the Chelsea that have been to visit Gianluca Vialli. And as always, he's always in our hearts. You know what I'm saying? One of my favourite players for Chelsea, playing with Zola, Ruud Gullit. You know what I'm saying? Desais, LeBouf's great players, bruv. Like, wonderful, wonderful team. So, I just wanted to open up the show with that. It's very important. It's very, very important. But let's have it right. Do smash that like button. I've got something here. I've got a lovely, what's it called? Sticky toffee pudding. So I'm just going to have a little bit of this before we get into it, before we get stuck in, bruv. Because I tell you what, it's a sticky situation at Chelsea right now. Very, very sticky. Ooh-wee. You know what I'm saying? Sticky, sticky situation at Chelsea. And do you mind if I wash that sticky toffee down with my Lavat Super Crema? You know what I'm saying? Look at the froth on that. The froth on that is delightful, bro. So, let's get straight into it. Yeah, let's get straight into it. We've got a lot to digest, a lot to talk about, but the first one I want to bring up is Wesley Fofana. Now, as we were told by Enzo Maresca, Wesley Fofana is going to be out to the end of the season. It then broke out after the dross result against Palace that Chelsea and the medical team, that elite medical team that we got, want Wesley Fofana to have surgery. Wesley Fofana has come out publicly, let's have it right. And I'll show you here. This is via his Instagram. He's come out publicly, posting on his story from another account, like a Fofana fan account. In French, it was written, but basically states, as we spoke about yesterday's stream, that he's fine and he'll be back in 5 to 6 weeks or something like that. 4 to 6 weeks, he'll be back. So he's completely muddied the brown envelopes. He's completely muddied Chelsea's medical team. He's completely muddied Enzo Maresca, which makes you think. And I had a strong think about this. I thought, why would the player literally go against the entire club, the manager that plays him? And then it come to my light bulb moment. It makes absolute sense. Does everyone remember when we had Enzo Fernandez with the racism? And who was the player that first came out publicly on Twitter and posted the video and basically said it's unacceptable. Who else followed suit in unfollowing Enzo Fernandez? Nkunku, Disasi, Badishile, all the French players. And then what did we get when Enzo Fernandez came back to Chelsea Football Club? Who did they choose to do the presser to try and squash the disrest with Enzo Fernandez coming back to the squad in pre-season? Wesley Fofana. And at nothing, deleted the tweet. Now, when I told everyone he was told to do that, because like every player and everyone under these clowns, they're all employees. Every single one of them are an employee of this football club. So it's do as you're told, not as I do. That's their regime. So it's pretty factual to me that Wesley Fofana was always pissed about that. It's actually highlighted why Wesley Fofana has been publicised that he needs surgery and Enzo Maresca says he's out to the rest of the season, because there is no intent to play this player for the rest of the season until they watch me and have to try and mud me like they always try and mud me, but they can't, because I'll just keep exposing everything they do. The reason they won't play him is because they want him off the books, because he's on what? So have it right. He's on 200 grand a week wages. That breaks the wage structure, doesn't it? And yet everyone will feed the agenda. Well, he's never fit anyway. He's no good to us. No needs for Fofana. So have it right. And he ain't. Availability, he ain't got it. So what does that tell you? It tells you they are forcing him out. And he has had enough. So he's letting everyone know. But what's going to happen? The fan base, the melts that they are, the little Twitter virgins, the brown envelopes, they will feed an agenda on Wesley Fofana where everyone's like, we'll sell him anyway because he's never fit. And that will be the narrative for Clown Lake to get what they want. Do you understand how this is going? I think you do. So that's the first one. That's the first minerals landing for tonight. The second minerals landing is Casadei. Casadei, who was sent on loan to Leicester, who was managed by who? Enzo Maresca, who played pre-season, Casadei did, with Chelsea, under Enzo Maresca. But while he was under Enzo Maresca at Leicester, what did Enzo Maresca do? He cut his loan spell short. We didn't need him, and sent him back in January back to Chelsea. And did he play for us? No. Didn't play any minutes. Was with the under-23s development squad. So, what's the news here? Like when we bought him for 15 million euros with 5 million euros add-ons, Torino wanted to buy him. And now all of a sudden, we've got the pies and mash. And who's reported it? Was it Matt Law? I think it's Matt Law. Let me have a quick butchers. I'm pretty sure it was a brown envelope, that's for sure. Let's have a quick butchers. Where is it? Casadei. It was DiMarzio. So DiMarzio's reported it. And he's pretty spot on with Italian signings or any Italian transfer rumours, as we found out with the cement booted rat, which is going to be a very interesting discussion, what I'm going to bring up later on. But breaking 20 hours ago, Torino have bid 9.9 million for Casadei. The two clubs will hope to find an agreement at 12.4 million. 12.4 million sterling is actually what these clowns paid for Casadei. So they are actually prepared to just get him off the books for exactly what they paid for him. They do ideally want 14 million, but they ain't going to get it off Torino. So when I say it's a byproduct of the model, the model is, if they want 14 million, they're happy to make a couple million on top, and they'll take that cream for a player that's hardly played, hasn't cost them any issues, been out on loan, advertised himself, and they'll make that cheeky 2 million. Why is Enzo Maresca not using him in the midfield? We have to ask that. Because we've been playing Enzo Fernandez and Casadei every single game because Lavia's out. Another one that's injured. Lavia, I wouldn't expect any time soon. The PR is the same as usual. Viola quit. They were reporting about Fofana. They reported about Nkunku last year. And last year they reported Nkunku was going to come back for the Middlesbrough game, if you remember. I think it was for the Carabao Cup away tie. He didn't feature neither. None. It was a 2-leg, didn't feature neither. We didn't see him for how many weeks? We didn't see him. It was all bangers and mash waffle because everyone was reliant and dependent on Nkunku coming back. The one player that now they're happy to sell. So I'm asking, why is Casadei not included and being played? And you're going to run Enzo Fernandez and Casadei into the mud? There's a reason, because he's not good enough and he's not ready. So another poor signing from upstairs. Then I have to ask the question, why is Kevin Drewsbury Weddinghall not playing any minutes? Because apparently he's ill. He's still ill. Chilwell's ill, but he's not ill. He's fit. How many players we say are ill and they're not ill? It's all fake PR. Weddinghall was Enzo Maresca's player that knows his system, played in Leicester, got them championship, won the championship with, was in pre-season telling us he's playing because he's there to help all the players understand my system. He hasn't had a sniff at all. Is he Chelsea level? No. Why did we buy him? Enzo Maresca doesn't even want him because now it's reported via Matt Law that West Ham and who else is it? There's another club. West Ham and Brighton, is it? Definitely West Ham are in there. That they're interested in buying Weddinghall. It's definitely West Ham, as well as Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka as well we're going to discuss, because I'm exposing these fraudulent directors and ownership and their recruitment policy, which is the reason Chelsea are where they are. You can blame the manager all they want. It is what it is. You can blame all these players they're playing, but it all stems from upstairs. But no one wants to go there. What I do, I like firing shots. Can everybody just stop getting shot? No, we're not going to allow that. We're going to keep on shooting, bro. Yeah? Until we take the entire empire down that's destroyed our football club. So Weddinghall is now going to be shipped out in January. That's the going rate. They need to get him off the books. Right? Now you can understand on this stream where we're going. All right? So, Chukwuemeka now. They said they don't want to sell Chukwuemeka unless an offer of 40 million comes or anything over 40 million. How much did they buy Chukwuemeka for? 18 million. And what wages is he on? 100 grand a week. We bought him from Aston Villa. He was injured last season. Everyone's got such high hopes for Chukwuemeka. Actually shows some sort of quality. I can't lie. A bit of a Loftus Cheek situation. Type. Now they're really shipping and cashing on him. Well, you do the maths. Bought him for 18 million. That value's depreciated on the books because he's been with us for 2 years because he was one of the first they bought out of their shocking transfer windows, 6 transfer windows. So Chukwuemeka now is surplus to requirements and he's not getting played. But we heard from Enzo Maresca, he's got a lot of talent. He's gonna play minutes. Yeah, whatever. You yes man, right? Chilwell, they want to terminate and pay out his contract because no one else will go in and pay what they want for him. So they'd rather get his over 200 grand a week off the books. So it looks like we're desperate to sell in January. We're very desperate, or they're desperate to sell, should I say, after spending under 2 billion. Let's have it right. So my thing is this, right? We got no midfielders. Lavia's still injured, training or not training. You can't risk him. You've got Enzo Fernandez and Casadei are the only two available midfielders. The rest they are trying to sell. And now you've got melts in the fan base that are on their knees to bring back Santos from Strasbourg because his data is incredible, just like Angelo's data was incredible. The player that they bought and everyone loved and thought, wow, he's going to be a baller, loaned him to Strasbourg, only to sell him to Strasbourg for a profit. And you want to bring Santos into this midfield. What's the French leagues saying? What's Strasbourg saying this season? What's the quality of the league, the level of the league? Nowhere near Premier League. And you're going to throw this kid into midfield to rest Casado and Enzo Fernandez, who as a pairing are a shambles. Casado's the general, bruv. He's been anchored down by that wrong and Enzo Fernandez, who's just not good enough, bruv. Yeah? You need Lavia in there as well. They're on their knees to bring back Ugarte. Why did we loan them out? Because they bought Wedding Hall and they got Casadei, who they couldn't find a loan for. And we've got Chukwemeka, who they couldn't sell because they tried to sell in the summer. So again, it goes back to the absolutely shambolic recruitment policy. Via the Pathetic, it's come out. Well, it was out in June 2024. Chelsea are not interested in selling or loaning Andre Santos next season. Santos has been earmarked to stay at Chelsea and is seen as a great fit for how Maresca wants to play as a number 6 or 8. And then they loaned him to Strasbourg. PR exposed. That's from the Pathetic, tweeted by Pies and Mash. Now everyone's begging for this guy to come back, who we haven't even seen if he can play in the Premier League. Let's have it right. We've just had the breaking news about Osimhen. Osimhen will not leave the club. This via Plettenberg. He's countering Fabrizio Romano, who's saying that there's a chance, Osimhen has had offers and has to decide this and that. Shut up, you brown envelope. It's actually the truth via Bushy Laba, who's been on my channel, let's have it right, and told us when we exposed the Osimhen deal that broke down with Chelsea and the reasons for it, said he's not going to leave in January. He's given his word to Galatasaray. It is then being documented again. He's not going to leave the club this winter, but he will make that permanent move to a club. And there are Premier League clubs after him. Arsenal, Man United are after this player. But we wouldn't sign him because of wages. Now, everyone in the fan base is going, oh, bring us Liam Delap from Ipswich. We're shopping at Ipswich now. We've already spoken about this. But now they're tweeting, 2 dives in 2 weeks for pens and rattled centre-backs, Everyone's moaning how he dives and he's got 2 penalties, but you want to sign him. You want to sign this player, but you don't want an elite striker now. We're going to settle with Liam Delap, who, by the way, has got buyback clause for Man City. Man City can get him for 10 million if they want. Let's have it right. There's a lot of buybacks in this contract with Delap. And is he going to be the answer to us and our striking power up front? Absolutely not. So again, we are going down and down and down in level of quality and down the pecking order of what we are recruiting, which brings me back to Jellyfish Potter, Pochettino, and now we are Championship Maresca manager with less experience than the 2 that I've mentioned. What's everyone saying now? The going narrative is Everyone was saying our defence is a shambles, our goalkeeper's a shambles. Now they're saying, no, it's our attack. Our attack's a shambles. We need a striker. We need an elite striker. All right, we spent almost 2 billion. Why haven't we got an elite striker? Why don't you ask the question? You don't ask the question. You're just happy-go-lucky. You just continue to just pedal along because you're dead mentally. Yeah, you've got no standards no more. You just you're an acceptance FC merchant. That's what you are. You're a long way from Starbucks. So now what? The Osimhens, the Gyökereses, and all these players, the Haalands, they were saying Jackson's better than Haaland this season. I mean, what are we doing here, bro? Like, now the narrative is we just need a striker to put the ball in the net. Because you lot have been propping Jackson. Now the Jackson's no good. He's a smooth criminal. He's moonwalking us backwards, is he? Now the attack's moonwalking us backwards, not just the defence? Or is it the entire fucking team, bar 2 players in Cole Palmer and Casadei? That's what we're talking about. What did we say and what did all these same melts say when we had Thomas Tuchel? Someone remind me. What did you say? You said when we won the Champions League, we just need a striker to put the ball in the net. That's all we need. So we went and bought a cement-booted rat, Lukaku. Yeah? Worst business ever. Facts. I still love my goat, Don Roman, because he won the lot. Jog on with all your agenda. The bottom line is, it's not just a striker that you need. Tuchel knew what he needed, but he didn't get the time to get back to do it. Because we got Roman sanctioned, the UK government sanctioned Roman. He would have backed him the way he handled the Lukaku situation. We would still have Tommy T, and we would still have the elite mentality. But they said the same thing. We need a striker. We didn't. We needed a defender. We needed a replacement. Aspilicueta. We needed to replenish our midfield to help Kante. Maybe, trade in Jorginho for someone younger, bruv. We were looking at a Declan Rice type player. Someone to come in, freshen things up in the spine. He knew he had a Thiago Silva aging. So he wanted to go for another defender. He was looking at Marquinhos. It's about balanced core spine, and you need to replenish it. These clowns have literally gutted our Champions League winning team, which is clear of this team we got now. Whatever you tell me, I don't care what you tell me. This is irrelevant what you say. The Champions League squad we had in 21-22 that won the Champions League, Club World Cup, Super Cup, got us in 3 domestic finals, got us in top 4, is clear of this assemblement of almost 2 billion by Clown Lake. End of story. And yet you fed agenda and you had standards then. You wanted more and more and better. What are you asking for now? You're asking for a striker again. You're asking for a midfield backup or another midfielder. Like we ain't bought enough. Because they're not ready. They're not good enough. They're not at the level to play now to get us Champions League football. Because that's the standard now. Oh, we have to get Champions League football. We're happy. We're in top 4. What's everyone crying about? Shut up, man. That's not my mentality. Yeah? We should be in phase 3. We should be winning a Premier League title this season. We should have been at it in the second season, spending the amount of money we did. No, they gutted everything out. I want to do it my way. Yeah. So I asked the question. Yeah. You think a striker's going to answer all the issues that we got right now at Chelsea? You are absolutely off on another planet. You're a long way from Starbucks, mate, if you think that. No chance, bruv. You got supporters asking for injury clauses now in the contracts. Well, let's remind everyone, when they bought Wesley Fofana, he had his medical in America by the American doctors and medical team there. All right? Make it make sense. They bought Lavia injured. They knew he was injured and they bought him injured. They knew Reece James's history and they still chose not to sell him. And they put in his contract for him to be captain. And he stayed. He's on 250 grand a week. I found out base rate. So if he's in the Champions League, that can go up to 300 grand a week. Oh, they definitely want Reece off the books. And Nkunku, another one. They bought Felix and we're hearing Felix is going to go out. But Felix was just so that they could flog off Gallagher. And now we are hearing reported by Little Maxi on his private account Maresca asks for updates on moves out. He says Maresca wants a striker like he wanted Osimhen. Let's have it right. He wants a centre back and midfielder. Could be persuaded for no centre back. They're saying Chelsea have considered recalling Chalobah in the last few days, feeling players want to stay. The player wants to stay at Palace though, which is why they've put out publicly that they can't break the clause in the loan deal. Glasner muddied that publicly and said, well, they can take him back pretty much, but they've got 8 defenders, haven't they? They've got 8 centre backs. We have on the books. How many centre backs we got? We had one on the bench he didn't want to use. Disaster, because he's loved dirty dancing hip thrusts, doing press-ups in training. He's a serious fella, isn't he? Now it's saying Chelsea never planned to move in January. This is the issue. Internally, it points made towards key players coming back and the fantastic start to the season. What fantastic start, bruv. We're on a decline at this moment in time. We've scored 2 goals in 4 games. We've got 2 points in 12 points. We've got 2 points out of 12 points. 2 of those goals were scored by Cole Palmer, and he can't do it all himself. And it's Cole Palmer FC. It's Casadei FC. And that is it. Yeah? And these lot have got the cheek to recall Trev Chalobah. Do you think Trev Chalobah is going to want to come back to this shit show where he's actually been appreciated and he's playing football and he's enjoying his football and he's scored more goals than our entire centre-back line? To have it right. The way you treated Trev Chalobah and exiled him from pre-season, made him rot in the under-23s, exiled him from the training ground, the players' canteen, probably the car park, senior team's car park, treated him with disrespect. But you took players like Broha and Sterling, who had no plans. You had no plans, although Enzo Maresca says Sterling's going to be fantastic for us. Of course, he gave all the spiel, bruv, you know, for us to pay half his wages so that we can loan him to a rival in Arsenal. Great business, mate. Yeah? As much as I want Trev Chalobah back, I don't think he'll come back. And they can't force him back. Why? Because they want to sell him anyway. For pure profit. Yeah? For pure profit. You know, I'm surgical with this bitch. I literally mud these lot for fun. For fun. You think that everyone doesn't see what's going on here? Look at this. This is a classic, bruv. Shout out to Dan as well, bruv. Shout out to Dan. Yeah. Let me show you something. Chelsea today, instead of tweeting about Gianluca Vialli, they tweeted about Benoit Badiashile joined the Blues 2 years ago today. The geezer's injured, out till February, is shocking anyway. Partnered with Disaster with the Monaco. Almost got them relegated as there's 2 central defenders. And they tweeted that out today. And look who's down below. Todd Bowley went to France in a Lamborghini, brought us back, centre half, Benoit, Bada, dildo, shite. Yeah? Chelsea Dodgers there. Toxic positivity, bruv. Come on, let's back it. Let's back it, bruv. Fucking melts. Absolute melts. Absolute melts. This is why we are where we are. Lewis Hall, another one. He's landing minerals. He's developing, bruv. What, we couldn't play him? No, cob and money, bruv. Cob and pound note, bruv. Cob and pound note. That's what it's all about. It's not about anything else. Yeah? But yet they want to bring back Trev Chalobah, who they were saying... And do you know what? I see that Tom Overs, you little... Fucking hell, man. What a bald little wrong he is, yeah? All right? Let me tell you what this geezer done. He wrote, oh, yeah, please bring back Trev. It would be great for squad depth. Squad depth? Are you fucking out of your mind? Are you fucking that stupid? Squad depth? He would be our best centre-back walking into this team. He walks into this team. He's better than Fofana. He's better than fucking Colwill. He's better than Badiashile. He's better than Disaster. He's better than Bambi on Ice Tosin. Oh, it'd be good squad depth. Shut up, jog on. That's why this fan base don't deserve players like Trev Chalobah. Yeah? When you got little melts like that pushing out narratives, bruv. Disgusting, bruv. Absolutely disgusting. Salute to Trev, man. General, bruv. You know what? He's playing under TT. TT rated him. TT's elite gaffer. What's Enzo Maresca won? What's he done? Championship, jog on. What's Pochettino done? One league with Lille, yeah, after bottling the first season. 2-0. So then he goes and wins it second season. Got in, bottled Champions League final. Bottled the Premier League with Spursy against Leicester. What's Jellyfish Potter done? What winning mentality has he brought to the football club? Nothing. I respect him for what he did in the Swedish league, going up the ranks. Fair play to him, a brand of football. But you've got to build with someone like that. These lot gave the PR that they were going to build with him. Yeah? Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. They didn't listen to what he wanted and what he was advising them. Yeah? They do what they want to do. They don't know what they're doing. Except, how can we make our pound notes? So we've gone through all these gaffers, and you're telling me TT was the one that should be sacked. Let me put it down in simple terms for these clowns. If Enzo Maresca doesn't get top 4 this season, he should be sacked immediately. I don't want to hear no PR. I said this when he was appointed. Sack him. There's no trust the process. 1, 2, 3 years with Enzo Maresca. Jog on, bruv. Jog on. Get in the bin, have a day off. It ain't happening on my watch. Ain't happening. It ain't coming out on my channel like that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah? Let me explain. Let me break something down to you. Yeah? My ultras are on it. Salute all my ultras, bruv. Yeah? Salute Nick Smith. I see you, my geezer. Tom, Brian. All the ultras, bruv. Salute to everyone, yeah? Batsy Chels, come on. Listen, Mickey Joy Boy, my geezer. He's always got the Levat suit with glamour there, mate. Trust me. Let me break it down for you, yeah? Let's take Liverpool as an example. Now, this is the fan bases. This is Liverpool's fan base. For 2 years, yeah, all we've heard these Liverpool supporters on their YouTube channels and on the timeline bitching, moaning, crying about the players they got in their squad. They're not good enough. We can't compete with Man City. FSG out. They had banners of FSG out with aeroplanes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I ain't wrong. So you can't correct shit. Kloppy had to end his reign, bruv. He was drained out, bruv. He's drained out with trying to buy signings on a budget and wage structure and turn them, into gold, into diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Like diamonds in the rough, as they call it, yeah? He's had his reign of 10 years, whatever. Gave Liverpool the most success they've had in 30 years. Then comes in slot machine with these similar players. And now, how are the Liverpool fan base talking now? I want to ask that question. How are they talking now? Because it's all sunshine and rainbows now, isn't it? The results business. And Slot has come in with an identity and a team playing to create chances to defend against the opposition as a unit and as a team. And implemented his style, his formations, his tactics, because he's a top draw manager. So, Liverpool supporters were saying our players are not good enough. All of a sudden, they are. And they have a blend of experience, elite experience, and young players and new signings. Let's have it right. McAllister, by the way, we should have bought him. No, we signed Enzo Fernandez for triple the money. They've got a spine. Alisson, Van Dijk, yeah, McAllister, Salah. proven blueprint. Yeah. This is how hypocritical our Chelsea fan base is. Because we were being told by all the PR that all these players we got in our squad, they're all going to cook. They're all going to land the minerals. Everyone's fucking class, bruv. Jackson, class. Mudueke, class. Yeah. Everyone's class. Felix, we want Felix. Oh, we're going to sell him. All right, cool. He's not getting any minutes. How is Enzo Maresca not finding a solution to playing João Felix and Nkunku in this team who have enough experience? How? Because he's told to. And the reason I'm telling you he's told to is, have you not noticed a trend that is occurring right now? For the last 2-3 games, we have heard the fan base crying out for certain players to start and certain players to be benched. And every game day, we get the team sheet out. And what a surprise. You got your YouTubers going, he gave us what we wanted. We asked for this and we got it and we still lost the game. You did it again with Crystal Palace. We asked for the Akimpong to play. We asked for Sancho to play. We asked for this player to play. You got what you wanted. We still drop points. It's no surprise to me because these clowns are PR driven and social media driven. They are watching the fan bases. They're watching all these large accounts that are putting polls out to say, who do you want to see? Who do you rate? What player do you like? What player would you keep or sell? All this nonsense. And all of a sudden, they've got data to look at. And they've gone to Enzo Maresca. The supporters are asking for this. We want this. Do it. And that's what, my friends, you call a yes man. He has not got elite winning mentality. If you bring in an elite manager into our team, what does it do? It raises the levels, bruv. Standards and mentality in that dressing room, on the pitch, in training, in-game management, at half-time, decisions, tactics, leadership, generals. We don't have it. They don't want it because an elite gaffer will have his demands. And it brought me back when I was talking about we should have got Nagelsmann, Enrique, bring back Jose Mourinho, change the model. That's in the bin, it's in the woods. Gone. Third chance now. Phase 3. What could these elite managers do with these players? They'll probably get more levels out of them, but the reality is the problems are still there. The holes in this squad and in this team are still there. Gaping holes, like glory holes, bruv. Yeah? Massive. You don't want to be dipping in that. Phase 3. And do you know what this manager did? He benched the first team because we had the game against Old Trafford against United after the Carabao Cup tie with Newcastle away, and threw away a Carabao Cup. Do you know how insulting that is? When we haven't won anything or been in Champions League or Europa League for 2 seasons under these clowns, and you're just going to throw away a trophy and go, trust the process. Oh no, the supporters will say Carabao Cup's not our level. We don't need it. We want top 4. That's our trophy now. We're an Arsenal mentality. Yeah? Even Legate's throwing away Carabao Cups. And Arsenal supporters like that Teletubby Robbie goes, oh, it's beneath us. What's it beneath you, man? How's it beneath you? You ain't won fuck all in how many years? Why is it beneath everyone in the fan base and beneath Melch, yeah, and Wrongans that want to give it all this? How's it beneath you and beneath Chelsean standards when our elite Jose Mourinho, elite Pep Guardiola, let's have it right, yeah, who ain't, he's transformed. He's not Skeletor hybrid of Stigmata no more, cutting himself up. He's healing himself now. He's got the grandma on him, yeah, all over, bruv. They're winning quietly. They're creeping up with 2 points behind us. They made it a priority to win the Carabao Cup. Why? Mid-season, it sets a mentality, gives you a taste of winning. You get over the line. Let's remind everyone that this clown's project and squad assemblement with the strongest team we had bottled a Carabao Cup final against the Liverpool and Klopp with their B team stroke C team kids. We lost that final. So what are we propping? I'm asking. You must be blind as a bat, but a blind man can see this is not Chelsea, and this ain't working, bruv. And now people are propping Conference League. Oh, it's a trophy. It's dead trophy. Carabao Cup has got more levels than the Conference League. Do you know what? Let's have it right, Jon Snow. Let's land it, bruv. Let's land it. My geezer, my ultra, bruv. Yeah? Let's land the damn minerals right now.
Greetings from Centre Parks, by the way. That's the background. I hope you're all well. This is just ridiculous, though, isn't it?
Oh, are you fucking having me on? Are you joking me right now? That's how deep that. This is how far they reach. Let me smoke that for you, Siri Merchant. Yeah? Let me smoke that for you, Ted Lasso-Bowley. Yeah? You think you can fool us? You're a long way from Starbucks, mate. Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's have it right. Maresca's made the fourth least amount of subs in the league. The reason I brought up everything about Enzo Maresca is how we can't play Felix, how he can't play Nick Kunku. This squad assemblement is crying out for one thing. And it's one thing Enzo Maresca ain't. It's the one thing that all the managers they've hired ain't got. But Thomas Tuchel was elite at it. Problem solving. Building a system to suit the players in the squad. He's not doing that. And he can't do it. Yeah? He can't do it, bruv. Let's have it right. And that's why we're gonna struggle. We are gonna struggle. And we ain't saying anything wrong here. Yeah? Kiernan Dewsbury went in on Carney Chukwuemeka on West Ham's radar. That's via the Telegraph. That's via Matt Law. Yeah? 7 centre-backs signed. All useless. 7 goalkeepers signed. Useless. They tried to sell Cucurella, Mudueke, Jackson. They signed in Kunku's going. He's going to be sold. Signed Mudryk. He's going because, let's have it right, we all know why. Terminate his contract. Gusto's having a howler because he's not using Gusto how Pochettino used Gusto, where everyone was going, oh, Gusto's better than Reece James. Let's have it right. Jog on. Dewsbury Wedding Hall is going to be let go of, whether it's loan or sold, and he's useless and not even used. And Gui, who everyone's dying, calling to come on and play minutes, which Enzo Maresca did, instead of bringing on Nkunku, who he says he's not a number 9, but I'm going to play him as a number 9, to then not play him as number 9, and bring on the little baby Gui. He scored a hat-trick against Shamrock Rovers from all 3 goals were a mistake from Shamrock Rovers for Gui to score. I'm not going to take it away from him. He scored a hat-trick. He's playing for Chelsea, let's have it right. But that's the reality. And Lavia's injured, bruv. And we don't know when he's coming back. Leslie Ugochukwu. Everyone's calling for players that you told us at the start of the season it's good for them to go on loan and develop. Now you're crying that you want them back. Because the squad said, how can you spend 200 and sorry, what am I talking about? 300 million on the midfield, plus all the other crap that you bought. Let's take it up to 500 million, all right? Or 450 million, yeah? And you are in dire need to get a midfielder in as a backup to give rest to these players. Who's going to play against Morecambe in the FA Cup. Because Casadei's in the shop window. Chukwuemeka's in the shop window. Weddinall's in the shop window. So who's going to play? You're going to play Enzo Fernandez, and Casadei against Morecambe. What are we doing here? Lavia's not going to play. That's a problem. And our attack ain't firing. We got Neto and Sancho who are giving us what GA, bruv. And when Neto gets the ball, who's he crossed it into? Nicholas Jackson. And when was the last time he headed a ball, bruv? It's a squad assemblement from the most mid directors in the history of the game, with no experience on an elite level, are incompetent to direct and be technical directors and scouts at our football club. An AI scouting system which is built purely to make money. A wage structure that eliminates you from buying the best players in the world or near enough with the adequate experience to build an actual team ready to compete for the major honours. You've spent almost 2 billion, so the money's running out. So you have to offload the shit that you bought. And now, like Casadei, you're having to just break even because you're desperate. You're desperate to bring back Trev Chalobah, who you exiled and treated like shit and had him putting scripture up on his Instagram stories because he's so depressed and upset that how he's been treated at his boyhood club. Fuck off, man. You sold Conor Gallagher for the £1 note to Atletico Madrid, got Fabrizio Romano to give the here we go, to only send him back for you to get on your bloody knees like Sloshpot Wet to fucking have to buy João Felix, that you're reporting and to get in the Brown Evans to say, oh, Enzo Maresca doesn't want João Felix. Never wanted him, but accepted it. They said, please, make it work. Rub it, get the genie out. Rub the genie in the bottle, Christina Aguilera. Like a genie in the bottle, we're going to make miracles. Fuck off, man. What are we doing here? Joke. Honestly, it's a rattle job. It's an absolute rattle job. It's embarrassing. And do you know what? Did everyone see TT? Did everyone see TT in the crowd behind that Wrong and Levy, that accountant that's milking their club for £1 note? So right, but that's Spursy. We want them in the mud continuously forever. They're forever bottle jobs. They're forever no standards FC, no mentality bottle job FC. Forever, bro. It's their DNA. Yeah, our DNA is not top four. Our DNA is not let's trust the process. We trust winning trophies. Where is that gone? Chelsea are not underdogs. We're not an underdog team. We were feared by the most feared and greatest, one of the greatest ever teams to grace the game, Barcelona, that era. Iniesta, Xavi, Messi, bruv. What we doing here, bruv? And they feared our team, bruv. Ronaldinho's. They feared Chelsea. Who fears us now? We got John Obi Mikel, the brown envelope now, who's saying the process is working and I've created a monster in Jackson. Like it's just criminal. It's absolutely criminal, bruv. My point on TT is, what a gaffer. Yeah. Do you know what he's wearing nowadays? Do you know what the attire is nowadays? Black top, black cap. England gaffer dressing like that. He's got minerals. We know that. TT's goat, bruv. TT's the goat. That's my gaffer, man. Yeah. They robbed us of our gaffer. Won us Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup in 13 months. Not even Pep's done that. Roman Abramovich bought Chelsea, told everyone it's a risk to make money in football. I don't want to just throw money away. Well, these clowns are throwing money away. And Joe, he said, I want you to win. I want to have fun and I want to win. Made Chelsea the biggest in London. We see things they'll never see. So have it right for a reason. Yeah? Domination, bruv. Yeah? In his second season, we won the title. Didier Drogba came. Didier Drogba, oh, Jackson's got better goals and assists than Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba was lifting the Premier League, my sons. Who gives a fuck about GA, mate? Second season, go and win it. Defensive record, 15 goals conceded record. No one's going to break that. No one's going to break it, bruv. Yeah? And now, what we got now? We've got the game with Liverpool against Manchester United. Heritage game, rivalry game. Yeah. Let's have it right. Interesting, this. But that was a proper game of football. Yeah. Proper game of football. Man United have lost how many games in a row? In the gutter, bruv. They're absolutely in the gutter. 100% in the gutter. Yet they turned out a performance like that against Liverpool at Anfield. And Liverpool didn't play that great. They didn't play well. Manchester United got the 2 goals. Martinez, Dallo. Then, when they went 1-0 up, which was limbs for them, what happened? What was the reaction from Liverpool? Liverpool went straight in 5-6 minutes later and go and get the equaliser. Great goal by Gakpo. A ball by McAllister. Top draw. Finish class. Hit the fucking corner of the net. Bullet. Then later on, they get the penalty. Old Delit wants to play birds of a feather. So they get Salah, steps up with the pressure. Bosh. 2-1 up. You think they're going to kick on. That's mentality, bro. But United had the mentality to come back. They were the better team, in my opinion. And do you know who the best player on that pitch was for Manchester United? Ugarte. What a player. That is the best performance I've seen from him in a Man United shirt. He made that team tick. Quality, experience, and he will only get better. And who actually discovered him? Amorim. Went to PSG. We tried to buy him. Do you remember? We tried to buy him. But then these clowns went to Sporting and said, we want to buy a stake in Sporting and Ugarte. And PSG reported Chelsea owners and they backed out the deal. Do you remember that one? Let's have it right. And then Maguire misses a sitter, the world's most expensive fridge. Even Amorim has got Maguire playing in the back three, bruv. This guy, man. How is he even a footballer? I ask myself, I watch him, I look at him. His technique, his physical build, his feet. Have you seen the size of his feet? How is he a footballer? How? How has he ended up at Manchester United? They can't get rid of him, bruv. He's mad to me. Yeah? It's absolutely mad. And Zertsky, shambles. He'll be shot. He'll be got shot off. 100% they'll get rid of him. Yeah? But even in the gutter that they are, playing with wing backs that ain't really wing backs, they performed. And that was a very good performance by United. Proper good performance. And a proper game of football. No tiki-taka nonsense. End-to-end. Intent. Both teams with intent to win. Not scared. Showing it. And listen, like I say, in these types of games, form goes out the window, bro. But let's have it right. They're in transition. Now, big up to you, Tom, because I see your tweet. He put up a great tweet. Remind me in the chat, my geezer. But if you actually pay attention to how many American owners own football clubs in the Premier League, I believe, how many is it? 7? Is it 7 Premier League clubs are owned by American owners? Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Arsenal. 10 clubs. So we have got half of the Premier League owned by American owners. Why do you think there's such a decline in the Premier League? You bright sparks? You think you're Mickey Flanagan's doing stand-up or something? That's half of the league. Why are they there? Because they're in for the pound note. And the UK and the FA have sold us out. Like Rain Group and the UK government sold us out with our Don Roman and sold us out to these clans. That's why football's on a decline, mate. You know, I'm surgical with this bitch. Bosh. Let's have it right. They're selling their soul for the pound note. I love landing the minerals, mate. No one does it better. No one does it better. Yeah. No one does it better. Because we've got nothing to lose on here, bruv. We just got to avoid certain bans. You know what I'm saying? We have to be very, very tactful, guys. Let me run through some of these minerals. F1, my geezer, big up to Dan. He says, I miss the old elite Chelsea and Don Roman. We all do, my geezer. And that's why we have to keep holding the standards and put pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. Football Rant says, sack Maresca, bring back Jose. It ain't going to happen. They won't do it. They won't do it. The project's too far gone. You know, it's only going to go one way. When it really goes ends like the Titanic. We all know what happened to the Titanic. Look fantastic, shiny, beautiful, spending the money, trust the process, PR Happy Meals, and all of a sudden, bash, crashes, sinks to the realms of the earth, and they still can't find no minerals. It's basically them out. That's the only way, because they're not going to change, and they spent too much money to change it. Big up to Tom. Mikey says, congrats on getting back to 13k subs, Johnny, up the Minerals FC. Thank you very much, and salute to everyone who's got us finally where we were at 13k. But as we all know, it's well documented, we had a lot of subscribers taken of us and hidden. And now they're reinstated, and we are growing, as we should be growing. We have eliminated, and we've got through that disgraceful patch. Yeah. It's like us in relegation battle. Yeah, it was, but we fought and we landed it. And we're moving. Big up to you, Tom. Big up to Brian, Minerals FC Ultra for 10 months. Salute to you, my geezer, Ultra, bro. He says, wrong uns in their heads, in the mud. Say it with chest, you wanks. We're winning the league or top four. Bozos, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals. Long live Chelsea, old boy, Vialli and Rampman. Salute. Let's have it right. Salute. Big up to Bush, sorry. He says 1.4 billion spent, phase 3, no number 1 goalkeeper, no number 9, no silverware, haven't finished above Spurs until it changes. No surrender. Clown Lake out. And when we said when Chelsea are back, we will say Chelsea are back and we will support it all day long. But this is not a project for football. Nagelsmann said it. Jose Mourinho knows it. We're doing what Jose Mourinho ridiculed clubs for doing, praising performances below past standards as success and praise, and praising players for good performances, but losing games and not winning nothing, which makes you stops you from being a big club and a relevant club. Big up to Brian. He says, but we need the 3 points for Morecambe, guys. Yes, let's not forget. What was his name? What was the geezer's name, bro? Who was their CEO? Who was the CEO? Remind me in the chat. CEO. And he come out and he walked in to meet the Chelsea Supporters Trust. He said, hi, guys. Lovely to meet you. Let's get the 3 points today. And it was an FA Cup tie. Jurisic. So have it right. Where's he gone? Yeah, they had to get rid of him because the PR was too bad. It was too negative. Because all the fans were like, you called us customers. You still do. You still treat us like customers. Big up Tommy says the Premier League is only 4 Yank owners from a dictatorship. Yeah, well, from completely ruling the Premier League. We're it. That's it. Football's finished. I've already said football's in the mud as it is. It's already in the mud. Salute to David Eware, my geezer, who's become a Minerals FC Ultra member. Love to you. Appreciate all your support, my geezer. Seed says... Seed Zade says, Mikel lost my respect as a player. I mean, how can you support this project? How can you support this project? It tells you you're bought. You know what I'm saying? Fuck off. Clown Lake, fuck off. Yeah. So it is what it is. Oh, mate, it's mad, bruv. It's absolutely mad. The game's gone. The game's dead and buried. Yeah? The game's dead and buried, bruv. Absolutely dead and buried right now. PSG are preparing a €200 million offer to sign Cole Palmer from Chelsea. Source El Nacional. Then they put out of 10, how much do you believe this rumour? Well, let's have it right. Real Madrid are after Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is not better than Reece James. Reece James was always number one. Trent had a stinker today, by the way. Absolute stinker. Giving it all this. Enzo Fernandez did it with Benfica. Kissed the badge, pointed I'm staying. 3 days later, signed for Chelsea. There's no loyalty in the game. He basically disrespected the captaincy armband as if that's not a dream for him to wear it, because he goes, oh, I've already worn it a few times. Oh, it's nothing. You know, it's just like wearing a condom. Meeting my OnlyFans birds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, great. Just leave the club, bruv. Leave the club. The reality is, Cole Palmer, if a club offers 200 million euros for Cole Palmer, do you honestly believe that Clown Lake are going to reject that deal? Do you believe that Cole Palmer will want to reject that offer, where he's going to get paid 300 grand a week and be a star player at a PSG or a Real Madrid? Or if a Man United come in and that's his actual club he supports and says, we'll pay you 300 grand a week, we're going to build a team around you, we've got an amazing manager, we're doing this, we're doing that, let's have it right. What are we doing? What if Man City come back in for him? It's clear as day that we've seen successful teams at Chelsea. Cole Palmer knows it, Casadei knows it, that these two players are levels than everyone else in that team, and there is so much rebuilding to do. When Cole Palmer played that pass against Crystal Palace through to Jackson, where he tried to do a Ronaldinho outside the box at Stamford Bridge, yeah, all right? You saw Cole Palmer's reaction after that chance tells you everything you need to know of what Cole Palmer thinks of his teammates' ability, bruv. Thinks about the standard at this club, because he's come through the grassroots where Man City have been dominant under Pep Guardiola. He knows what elite mentality is, which is what we had at our academy. And Josh Akinpong, who gets thrown into our team, Cobham graduate, Chelsea DNA, was the best player on that pitch. That tells you everything you need to know. So have it right. We move. We move. Big up to Georgie 1 foot, Leicester City supporter. Yeah. Everyone's for sale. And that's a great point, Stevie G, because that is their mantra. They don't hold any allegiance or loyalty or sentiment to anything at this football club. Come on. Siri Merchant's gone and bought a penthouse suite in Mayfair for whatever money, yeah, breaking records, bruv, as the most expensive penthouse, yeah, when he could have spent that on Ozyman, mate. Oh, but it's his personal money. Well, why don't you spend the money that the club spends out of that 2 billion fucking adequately and appropriately? Because they don't want to build a team to dominate and win. That's all a facade of PR. And getting Enzo to say we were another 3 years to compete and this and that. Like Pochettino said, it's trust the process. Oh, mid-table's our reality. We need some experience, this and that. We've been there all before. You can't fool everyone with the same PR and same tactics, because if you are fooling certain people, those people are, I mean, they're done in life. So have it right if they keep buying into it. But we've seen what a Champions League winning team looks like. We've seen what a Premier League team looks like. And I'm telling you that the team and squad that they've built is nowhere near it. Take away Cole Palmer and Casadei, we would be a Leicester right now. Georgie 1 foot, let me know in the chat what you think, my geezer, being a Leicester supporter. Let's have it right. And still, no front of shirt sponsor. But we've got a beautiful Nike kit that looks like Michael Barrymore's swimming pool. In fact, all the gems we got, the pool of gems, is like Michael Barrymore's swimming pool, and no one wants to go near it. They can't. They're struggling to sell these gems. Their own players that they've PR'd are the future at Chelsea. Oh, to not be the future at Chelsea or to be loaned out of Chelsea. What are we doing here, bruv? We expose it for what it really is. That's what we do. Yeah. The sponsors are waiting for top 4, guys. Yeah. They're waiting for top 4. They will not pay the price that the owners want if we're not in Champions League. They want a 50, 60, 70 million deal. Did you know if Manchester United got relegated, they would lose 85 million a year deal with Adidas? Even the biggest in Manchester United would lose that deal. But they've still got that deal because of the money they generate and the stature of the club on a marketing scale, global scale of their fan base. So even though they're not in the Champions League, they're just in Europa League and they're not going for a very good period for over 10 years, let's have it right, or more, and the rest. They're still getting an 85 million sponsorship deal a year. What are we getting? I'm asking. How are we not getting that? We're not in the Champions League, we're in the Conference League. What elite sponsor, what Air Jordan, what company wants to be advertised at Chelsea in the Conference League? Their brand's meant to be elite. So what, we're going to sponsor it on, granted, an elite football club in Chelsea playing in a non-elite competition, or not being relevant, not playing at an elite level, not with a full bunch of world-class elite players. When we had Balaks, Essians, Makaleles, Didier Drogba's, Czechs, Lampards, all Ashley Coles, all these players, sponsors were desperate to get on our shirt. You could demand the big money. These clowns can't do that. All we've got is Cole Palmer. All they're interested in, instead of getting a front of shirt sponsor, they're going, oh, do you know what? Let's trademark the name Chelsea and the Chelsea. Yeah? They're too busy doing that. Robbing our real estate. Yeah? Taking our 2 hotels, training ground, car park. There is a clear, sticky situation at Chelsea. Hence the sticky toffee pudding I'm eating today. Players are unhappy. Players have been shown disrespect in coming in and straight away being shown the door halfway through the season, if not a season later. Players have been told that they're injured and out for the whole season, and they're not, and they're going to come back a lot sooner because they want to be, they're trying to exile them. You've had common players being exiled, and now they're asking them to come back. You've got the manager PRing Sanchez and this and that. All of Jackson, oh, he needs a bit of luck. Sometimes it's just got to be lucky. Yeah, with a little bit of luck, he can score some fucking goals. No, we don't. That's not our mentality, bruv. It's not our mentality at this club. Yeah, he's not Chelsea level. Never was. But everyone was trying to force feed everyone into believing it and believing the majority of these players are all. There is no process or planning when they bought these players. They're all opportunist signings. It's all luck of the draw, like lucky dip in the lottery. We might make some on some. We're going to win some, lose some. Win some, lose some. Casadei will break even. And Madrid, all right, guys, we've lost some, but we made enough on Hutchinson. We've made enough on Moreira, who cost us nothing, to cover losses. Plus, when they terminate the contract, they'll get compensated. So in reality, they're cool, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. Three Little Birds Football Club. Where is everyone singing that? Everything's going to be all right. Don't worry. Everything's going to be all right. You all bought into the false hope. Now reality's hitting home because supporters can clearly see who's good enough to play and who ain't. And we are now into phase 3, almost 2 billion spent, going, we need to rectify the goalkeeper, defenders. We've got too many injuries. We need squad midfield backup. We need another midfielder top level. We need a world-class striker. We need someone to help Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer scored only 2 goals, bruv, in the last 4 games. 2 points out of 12. This is more than a blip. This is a manager who refused to make subs. Is taking orders to drop players. So he's got no, like I said to you in the review, on the bench, what options did he have to change the dynamics? Yeah, you can throw in Kunku Felix on, but really, are you changing the way you play? No. You haven't got a midfielder to do that. You haven't got a centre-back or another wing-back option to do that. How can you problem solve when there's nothing to solve the problems with. And again, we bring back our medical team. Listen, if you can't see it, then I don't know what to tell you. I will keep landing it and then keep saying it for what it is, because no one else does. They want to just focus on football players, the football itself, and forget about the context around it and the reasoning to why we are where we are. And Maresca's going to find it. He's going to struggle. I'm telling you now, he's going to struggle, bro. He already is. He already is right now. Yeah? Big up to you, Brian, my geezer. It's bend over FC like bend over Benson, bruv. What are all these toxic positivity melts saying? I really would love to know what they're all saying. Remember the flip-flop failed actor Jennings, yeah? Coming out, landing the minerals, getting assassinated, and everyone coming at him. Oh, you like minerals, this and that. You're negative, this and that, blah, blah, blah. To then go, oh, we're in a title race. I'm so excited. I'm all giddy. I've been watching loads of footage on Lily Phillips, and now I'm right up there. I'm hard as you like, mate. Hard as a nut. So now he's going to have to go back to the narrative, the true narrative, because he's not go where the clicks go. They don't like the heat. They don't like it when people come at you and slander you and talk shit about you. For them all to do it to me, to only what? Say the things I've been saying anyway. And look how ridiculous they all look. Look at the state of them. Look at all these new little channels. Look at the current channels, the big channels. And that, listen, I can rip everyone apart. I can mud every single channel out there. I've done it already, and I'll do it again. And isn't it interesting, just to bring it up very quickly, Teletubby was on the Goldfishes platform doing a little podcast, yeah? Like the flowers. They're handing out bouquets of flowers as well. They're getting in the mix. So everyone's in a fucking cesspit. Everyone's in the circle. It's a sticky situation. But me, nah. I don't stick. You lot hope to throw shit there and hope it sticks. I just stand like the giant. And you can all look up at us on the Minerals FC. You see us just fine, didn't you? We see everything. We see things you'll never see. I'm sure everyone is stressed. I'm sure everyone's having little meltdowns and rants. You see, I rant and I melt down because that's my raw emotion. I'm not here to do it on the camera. This is how I feel. And when I rant and I speak about the facts and why we are where we are, that's why I'm ranting. I'm not ranting about a player performing the way he did. Yeah. Half these players, they should all be lucky, counting their lucky stars, that they've signed for our elite football club. Most of these kids put on the shirt with no respect, no fight, not enough effort, no mentality. Like Casadei, granted, he's our most important player and he's stepping up. But let's not forget, he was telling everyone he prefers to play away because of all the shit he gets at home from the supporters. That's not the mentality. You rise above that, you face it, and you earn the respect. Now you're showing levels, you earn the respect, and we all value you. Plus, the mentality of Chelsea's dead and buried like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah. Guys, smash the like button. Likes are not good enough. Let's get the likes up. And you know what pisses me off? Yeah, it pisses me off, bruv. Yeah, is when everyone goes, "Oh, what? You just come out now because we're having a poor run of games." Does everyone not realise? Now, granted, I've been shadow banned shit, so maybe they just don't see it on YouTube. But the reality is, yeah, have I or have I not been here every game this season I've missed a few Conference League games because honestly I couldn't bring myself to do a stream on after beating a fucking Barrow or where it is. I mean, to me, it's embarrassing in that being in that competition. I can't do it to myself, you know. But bar a couple of Conference League games, have I not been here? Have I not been landing? If you go on my timeline, you see every single video stream, bruv. And the season before, and the season before that, ever since I started my channel. Don't tell me I go hiding. I ain't hiding nowhere, bruv. Like I say, I'm the giant. And how can you not see the giant? Because we're in the brown and black matrix, is it? That's why. You fucking Agent Smiths, man. Why, Johnny? Why? Why do you persist? Why do you persist? Because I want to. And because I can. So have it right. Salute to all my Minerals FC Ultras, bruv. Salute to everyone in here. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Put your comments down below. Go and watch my video clips, yeah? I've got narratives on there that are true narratives. The last 3 videos I put up, go and watch them. Go and hit a like. Go and put a comment. Likes are piss poor. The comments are piss poor. Ultras, I'm depending on you, yeah? Even if you watch it for 3 minutes, whatever it is, bruv, show the Minerals land and put your comments down. And also the stream from yesterday, facts upon facts. And like I say, yeah, I don't do rants and bants. I don't do rants and pants nonsense, yeah? Like Roy Keane come out today, he says, that PR, the PR are nonsense. He goes, the PR are all that nonsense and PR, yeah? When does Roy Keane ever say that? Calling out the nonsense and PR. He's an ultra, bruv. Watching the Minerals FC, let's have it right, like all these other big platforms. We're not rants and bants. We're not rants and pants. We are rants and facts on the Minerals FC. So drink them in, bruv. Drink them all in, yeah? Respect to everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Streams are coming, and they're going to be coming on regular. Let's see what the brand envelopes throw out tomorrow with the transfer window. And I'm just going to have a quick butchers, a very, very quick butchers, yeah, on what is happening at the minute. Let's just have a quick little butchers, yeah. And I don't think there's many. Or funny enough, when I go offline, when I go off live, I bet you they'll put something out. Chelsea have conceded 7 goals in the last 15 minutes of matches. Bournemouth, Chelsea's next opponents, have scored the most in the league in that period. This is going to be fun. So have it right. Right. I just want to see one more thing before we go, and I want to see if Chelsea official Twitter has put out a tweet to show their respects to Gianluca Vialli. No, they haven't. Pathetic. So as always, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Salute to all my Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea old boy. We see things they'll never see. Apparently we're in for that sporting director from Letty. So we want a 3rd sporting director. Get in the bin, bruv. Yeah. Wow. Desperation. They're stretching like Stretch Armstrong, mate. What are we doing here? Put the pressure on. Pressure makes diamonds. Salute to Curse as well. Let's have it right. So as always, RIP to our Gianluca Vialli, and I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah. Respect to everyone. I'll leave you with our Don Roman. Let's have it right. And keep on winning life. You know the deal. We move.
Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich!